So when we come and talk about the involvement of Nigerian government in the insecurity in Nigeria, the involvement of Nigeria government in the activities of the terrorists that are operating in Nigeria, it is not a propaganda, neither is it a blackmail against the government. It is not. We say these things based on facts, based on information on the ground. Most of them eyewitness account, where you will see people tell you exactly what transpired and what happened. I have shared so many videos. Does it mean that the United States of America, with all the security apparatus that they have, does it mean they don't know about this? Of course they know. But at the end of the day, we can now understand it is just about interest. It is about interest. They do not care about you. They do not care about me. Now you begin to understand better when Donald Trump said it is America first. Do I blame him? I do not blame him at all. But those who are in that zoological republic called Nigeria, the ordinary citizens, what are they doing? How are they reacting to this news? So many of them are still idiotically thinking that all is well. So many of them, they focus on blackmail and propaganda. They are not even concerned. I am going to play some videos to remind you in case you cannot remember, because I know the whole world is watching. People are watching from the... We have different... It is not just the ones we say on social media. In the conventional media of Nigeria, there has been testimonies from reliable sources in their own media, where people have come to speak and talk about the collaboration of the government with the terrorists against the masses. How then do you think that the people that are collaborating with the terrorists, telling you that they radicalize them, sometimes participating actively, how do you think that they will be the ones you are going to give weapon to protect the innocent people? I don't know how this is possible. I don't know how this works. I don't know what the United States of America saw that will make them to enter into a deal with Nigeria. I do not know. I don't understand. So every one of us should begin to speak. Let us listen to this testimony. I hope this is the video. A testimony that is coming from someone, not just from Biafran people, but from somebody who is part of the Zoological Republic system.
Terrorists would come. The Nigerian military would come and disarm local population first. They would disarm the local population on the show before the...
I want you to pay attention to this very video I'm about to play. Does it mean that the United States of America are not paying attention to what we are saying? Even if they don't believe us, those of us that are in the social media bring that information, does it mean that they are not listening to the conventional media of Nigeria? When we speak, they say we are nobody. But there are credible people who are activists in Nigeria, people who are doctors, people who have personalities in that same, people who are part of that one Nigeria, who have made a testimony. They have given a testimony of the atrocities of the government or the involvement of Nigerian government with the terrorists. How the terrorists are colluding with the Nigerian government against the masses. These videos are in the public. Does it mean that United States government is not paying? Does it mean that the Donald Trump people who are presenting issues and matters to Donald Trump are not paying attention? I want us to listen to this very video. When we talk about the involvement of Nigerian government in terrorist activities in Nigeria, some people think it's not a made up. It is good you hear it from other sources. Hear it from other sources, from their conventional media in Nigeria. Maybe they will begin to think again. This video should be sent. If you are watching this video, like and share. You can equally cut some of this video and send to your own representative in Nigeria. Any Biafra that is living in the United States, if you're living in Biafra, if you're a Biafran, a genuine Biafran living in the United States, more especially all these our veterans in the United States, those veterans who are coming out for the case of Mazen Danikano, they should help us to extend this kind of videos to the government of the United States for them to stop this area.
Terrorists would come. The Nigerian military would come and disarm local population first.
Did you hear that? that before the terrorists will come, the Nigerian military will enter. They will first of all disarm the locals first, so that the terrorists can come and take action. The man that is talking here is Dele Farotimi. I think he's a human rights lawyer. So Dele Farotimi, a one Nigerianist, making this very statement in Nigerian conventional media. So it won't be that we are speaking on social media, so they don't believe us. Dele Farotimi is a voice in Nigeria that people listen to, a frontline voice. He is here telling you that before the terrorists will come to act, the Nigerian military will first of all go in and disarm the locals. I want you to listen to Dele Farotimi again. Let's play it again.
Before the terrorists could come, the Nigerian military would come and disarm local population first. They would disarm the local population, not the truth. In fact, what my friends in the Middle Belt have told me is that they have learned that once the military come around searching house to house to disarm local populace, even take their day guns, they know that the Fulanis are not behind. That is the level of complicity that you have.
Did you hear that? How can the United States of America release ammunition to these same people that are bent on sponsoring, colluding with the terrorists that are taking innocent life? How can the United States of America claim to preserve life, a country that we know that upholds and supports the rights of humans, a country that can say that supports humanity? How can they be colluding with a country that has zero tolerance when it comes to human rights, a country that colludes with terrorists against its own people? Why? Who is feeding them with information? Who is feeding them with information? Why?
Look, it's not just you. Somebody came to national TV, Commodore Lawi. You don't see spooks, military spooks, spies. You don't see them in daytime. That's not somebody you find on national TV. But the man was sufficiently alarmed by our security circumstances that he sat down in the TV channel and the TV station of channels, and he said it on national TV that there are Boko Haram sponsors sat in the president's cabinet, and he had submitted a list of these persons to the president since 2016, and nothing had happened. And we're just talking about a suspicion.
Did you hear that? Commodore Olawumi. I have that video of Commodore Olawumi. Maybe when I'm making program tomorrow, I am going to use that program of Commodore Olawumi. I'm going to get that video of Commodore Olawumi and play it tomorrow. This man, Dele Farotimi, is making a reference to that very program that Commodore Olawumi held in China television, where he said that members of terrorist organization Boko Haram are in Asorok. Actively, they are in Asorok. They are in the government houses. They are in the Senate. They are in the House of Representatives. Why on earth would the United States of America hand over these people ammunitions? To do what? And they say they want to fight terrorism in the Sahel. People that cannot secure their own country. They cannot secure their citizens. You want to send them to go and secure Sahel region. It is laughable. It is laughable. And I don't know where they get that idea from. I don't know who is feeding them. Of course, there is nothing else than selfish interest. Selfish interest. They are only protecting their interests. The battle that we are seeing today is the battle to see who is going to capture Africa. The battle of the resources in Africa is still going on. And the United States is part of that battle. And they can do anything. They can ignore anything just to pursue that battle of resources from Africa. That is why the United States, of the same president who spoke about the risk of, who banned the sale of, he banned the sale of ammunition. He banned it during his term. He stopped it. The supply that was already signed, he stopped it. All of a sudden today, the same man have signed a deal, has approved a deal to sell arms to Nigerian government. And we saw a list of what they are demanding. One is the bomb that was used in Gaza to attack the civilians. Why on earth would anybody consider handing Nigerian government a weapon at this particular point in time?
It's no longer suspicion. Kawu Baraje, yes, came out in 2022, I think. It was his 70th birthday. And he came out and he told everybody who came to listen that they were the ones who imported Fulani terrorists into Nigeria in the lead up to the 2015 election. And that they harmed these persons that they had brought into Nigeria from 5 different Sahelian countries. He said so. He's on record. Look, my friend, Dr. Stanley Kalman, is the National Public Secretary of the Middle Belt Forum. He was, I think, on Arise the other day, where he said categorically, and he wasn't the first to say it, that there is a base, a militant base, terrorist base in the tri-state area, Nasarawa, Benue, and Plateau. That base is known to each and every one of our security services.
Did you hear that? A terrorist base known by all the security services in Nigeria, a terrorist base in the north, in the Middle Belt, a terrorist base where they base, a place where some of these videos that we will show, they will block our channel. Some of these videos they don't want us to show. A terrorist camp in the Middle Belt where every security apparatus, every security organization in Nigeria knows about them, but they do nothing about it. They do nothing, absolutely nothing. Instead, they use helicopter to supply them, which we have seen several times. People have confessed to that. Individuals on their own have captured it on video and they shared. Why is the United States of America taking this step?
That base is sometimes reinforced and resupplied by helicopters.
Did you hear that?
In this country, and nothing has ever happened. So we're no longer, don't let's be talking about. It's no longer about suspicion.
You can imagine we're in a country where they use helicopter to reinforce terrorists. In 21st century, helicopter will fly over the sky and be supplying ammunition to terrorist group in the forest, and no security apparatus will react. This report of this helicopter have come many times. It has been captured on video, circulated on social media. We saw it. We have seen it several times. Instead of them going after to investigate, there was a time they came and began to defend that helicopter. They said it's a police helicopter. What is police helicopter doing in a terrorist zone with terrorists on the ground? What is police helicopter doing in a terrorist zone with terrorists on the ground waiting to receive? This information have come again and again. Does it mean that the United States is not paying attention? Who is feeding the United States with information? Who is telling them what they are doing? Why would Donald Trump approve this at this particular point in time? My fellow Biafrans, we have a bigger trouble in our hands. We have a bigger trouble in our hands, and every one of us should go to work. You know, when we come and say that things are not done enough, some of you get angry. When we say we are not doing enough, some of you don't understand. At this particular point in time, for United States of America to approve selling of ammunition that they know they will be used against civilians. Who are those civilians? The Biafran people. If you are not worried, I am worried.
It's not a theory. So in fact, we should be able to call it what it is. The fact is that the Nigerian state has turned against its own citizen and is passive.
Did you hear that? That the Nigerian state have turned against its own citizen. A country that have turned against its own citizen is a country that the United States is supplying, have signed an agreement to supply weapons. A country that have turned against its own citizen, that is a country that the United States want to have an armed deal with. If you are not worried, I am worried. This is not the time to talk about irrelevant issues. This is not the time to begin to look at your brother and your sister to blackmail. This is not the time to begin to claim this or claim that. We have a serious issue at hand. And every Biafran in the United States, begin to write to your representative. If you can call them on phone, call them. If you can send an email, send an email. If you can send a letter, send a letter. We have thousands and millions of Biafrans in the United States. We have a good number of people in the United States who are citizens. Citizens. We know that United States have a little bit of human rights. It is not the same in other places. You can reach out to your representative. Reach out to your representative and begin. This kind of video that I play, send this video to them. Send these video clips to them. If you need the video clip, write me, send me a message. I will send you the video. I will send you the video so that you can send it to your council leaders. Send it to your representatives. Send it to your lawmakers in the United States. I don't know what they call them over there. Send the information to them. Those people that represent you, send that for them. We have numerous videos to prove that the government of Nigeria is not worthy to handle it. Is not worthy to transact, to involve in any armed deal now. The very time that Donald Trump banned them, things were even better. I can bet you that things were even better. In the first tenure of Donald Trump, things were better then than now. How is it that now, it is the time that Donald Trump will now come and say he wants to do a deal with Nigeria? If you are not worried, I am very worried. And every Biafran should go to work. You know, one of our brothers have been saying it, that Donald Trump will finish his tenure without even mentioning Biafra. And we thought it was a joke. Donald Trump has a lot of things in his hand today, and he told you that it is America first. He has not finished building the America first, let alone talking about your issue. And what he's focused on today is how to make more money, how to make more transactions, how to create more resources for United States of America. And if it will take the sacrifice of Biafran people to do that, he will do it. Take it to the bank. If sacrificing us will make him look reasonable, make him get resources for his people, it is America first. Every one of us should begin to put ourselves first. Put ourselves first. We should put ourselves first. Nobody is going to fight for us. Now you understand that all this noise we are making in social media, castigating each other, pushing blackmail and propaganda each other, calling each other's name, it is not going to lead us anywhere. It is not going to lead us. It will not even move an ant. All this bickering we are doing, it is not moving a cockroach. It cannot move a cockroach. It can't move a cockroach. We need to change that narrative and begin to do things the way we are supposed to do it. If we don't, all this noise you can continue to waste time, begin to promote yourself, begin to claim you want title, begin to call yourself anything you want to call yourself. It is a waste of time. We need to begin to address issues. More especially, Biafrans in the United States. This is a task. We must do everything humanly possible to stop that arms from reaching Nigerian government. We must do that. And how are we going to do it? We are not going to do it by throwing bomb or fighting. Begin to write. Begin to call. If you can call. Send emails. Send emails to your representatives anywhere in the United States. Send video evidences to them of the involvement of Nigerian government. I have several videos. You can find so many videos online. Still, they were spoken even by security officers in Nigeria. Said it. Send it to them. Ask them, how can they allow arms to get into the hand of a terrorist government? How? They did the mistake in Afghanistan. And Trump was lamenting about what's happening in Afghanistan, where they left billions of war ammunition in the hand of Taliban. And today, you can never predict what will happen tomorrow. You can't predict what will happen the next minute. And today, they are risking the same thing. They are doing the same business. And the United States have done this again and again and again. That was how they funded Al-Qaeda. They funded Al-Qaeda, knowingly and unknowingly, and at last, it came after them. The Al-Qaeda came after them and they conducted the World Trade Center attack. The same people that they funded. Today, you are funding another terrorist group in Nigeria, knowingly and unknowingly, and it will come back to haunt you. It will definitely come back to haunt you. Everybody must begin to write and begin to call on their attentions. In case they said any here, I still have another video that I'm going to play. I want you to listen to this one. Listen to this one. Because we have to bring in these informations out so that people can understand. and the people share the video to all platforms, share to family and friends. There is no reason whatsoever for the United States of America to go into armed deals with Nigeria. There is no excuse, no reason whatsoever. United States of America, we know, is a country that promotes human rights, a country that we assume preserve human rights and fought for the rights of people. The human rights position of Nigeria is zero. This is a country that does not respect the rights of their citizens. They don't. They have never done. They get involved with the terrorists. I want you to hear this very testimony also of another attack in Nigeria and how the government and its officials participated in that very attack. All these informations are necessary so that we can be